Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2020. And yes, we're back in Formula One at last with our Potato Williams car. Yes, our Potato Williams car. And it's time now to go to Vietnam. Oh, God, it's Vietnam. Yes. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? That's very annoying. Yes. Of course, never run in real life, but unfortunately it is in the game, so we've got to do it, yes. Oh God, Vietnam. Quite possibly one of the horriblest circuits ever invented by man. As you can see in the vehicle performance comparison chart, we are still right at the bottom and still chasing like crazy. Okay then, let's get on to Hanoi. Oh God, Viet-bloody-Nam. Can't believe it. Anyway, practice has been completed. We got some more fantastic resource points for our campaign. Wowzers me trousers. Okay then, let's do this. God. So here we are at Hanoi for the first time ever in an all-seasons championship, and Hookster has reported back that this circuit is a lump of shitty Mitsubishi. Something like that anyway. I don't know what he's talking about, to be honest. But anyway, as you can see, we're about to go through the horrible twisty turns of Hanoi in Vietnam. Let's see what time Hookster's going to put it. I don't think it's going to be very decent. I don't think it is, because it's third. But he's, oh my goodness, fourth. No, 3.8 seconds behind the leader. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, a little bit later to qualify, you can say, well, inevitably, we are now in last position. George Russell's in 18th place, but we are last right at the back, and he's completely cocking up that turn there. What are you doing, Hookster? What are you doing? I think he's fed up already. I just think he wants to go on to the next Grand Prix. Anyway, we're not... Oh, we might improve. No, we haven't improved. Still last place on the grid. Wowzers me trousers. Anyway, that is it from qualifying. As you can see, the time has now run out. We're going to cross the line. Of course, we are going to start right at the back of the grid. Oh dear, oh dear, oh bloody dear. Oh well, let's just get on with this race then.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. A lap of Hanoi circuit then, 3.4 miles around the Vietnamese capital. A number of the 23 corners take their inspiration from other great circuits, hopefully creating plenty of passing opportunities. Now, Anthony Davidson, I wonder, might we be in for some early pit stops today from the midfield teams, all trying to put some pressure on or disrupting things for the leaders up front?
If you're in the middle of the pack, you know, you got your own race to run. I don't think they're going to be thinking about causing trouble up front. However, closer to the head of the pack, don't be surprised to see some split strategies. If you're running second and third, for example, bringing one car in for an undercut while leaving the other one out there longer can put a lot of pressure on the leader and maybe force them into an error.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, and Perez, Vettel, Sainz, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris. Stroll, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Magnussen, Kvyat, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, and the captain. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So once again, it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons clear mode. And we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from last place. We've got George Russell off to the right hand side. We've got Giovinazzi directly ahead of us. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? I think he's going to see if he can dive into turn 1 like he always does. Oh, bloody hell, what the hell was that? It's a flying, we got a collision with Giovinazzi, and that's what it was. It was a flying Giovinazzi trying to dive down the inside there into turn 1. Didn't quite manage to pull that off, but we have managed to get up, I think, into a... bloody hell. 9th position. We have split the racing points straight down the middle. We're in 9th place behind Sergio Perez and ahead of Lance Stroll on still the first lap of this Grand Prix at the Hanoi circuit in Vietnam. Wowzers me trousers. I cannot believe it. and I don't think the Hookster can either. Starting right from the back of the grid, we've already made it up into 9th place as we almost spin out on the curb there. The curbs are lethal on this circuit. In fact, every single turn on this circuit is pretty lethal. And if you look at the mini-map, you can see it just looks like a giant penis. Yes, a giant penis. Just look at it. Who on earth thought of putting a roundabout on a Formula 1 circuit would be a good idea? Anyway, look at this. He's going to dive on Perez. Does he get past? Oh, look at this. Squeeze on Perez. He has to go very, very wide there. And yet, Hookster goes past up into 8th position now. Well, considering he hates the circuit, he's not doing too bad. He is actually in the points in, of course, our Potato Williams car, the slowest car currently in the field at the moment. So, yes, he's doing pretty decent. But as I said earlier, look, it's a complete penis, this track. Absolute, complete, very erect penis. Very erect, as you can see on the left-hand corner there. It's very, very hard indeed. Yes, very hard. In fact, you couldn't get much harder. Anyway, let's move on before YouTube bans us completely. And the Hookster goes a little bit wide there, but managed to get around a complete lap 1. Still in 8th position at the moment. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward now to lap 4. Still in 8th place with Hookster. He's now 8 seconds though behind the Honey Badger Daniel Ricciardo, but has managed to hold off on the car behind, which is at the moment now Pierre Gasly in the Alpha Tauri car. Yes, Pierre Gasly. Now we go down this very, very long straight, and oh look, he's trying to block off Gasly, but he does manage to slip past. Wowzers. No DRS, of course, yet either. Or it should actually be... I think it's somewhere along here, the DRS line. So he may get some DRS as we're about to go. Oh, look at this. So we got cars all over the show trying to get past. Oh, bloody hell. Contact. Oh, and we've taken the wing. I do believe... Oh, it's all going Pete Tong now. Now, in fact, George Russell is out of the session. George Russell, our teammate, is out. We've got an illegal overtake there on Perez. Oh, it's all kicking off. We've actually got a 5-second penalty. I don't know what happened there, but we have got we've still got an illegal overtake. Come on, Perez, get past us for cock's sake. And Antonio Giovinazzi's I can't keep up what's going on the screen. I just cannot keep up. Anyway, we return now to racing speed after the virtual safety car. And we are currently now in 11th place, but we've got a 5-second penalty, which I do believe, we're still bumping and grinding with the cars, I do believe will be applied when we come into the pits, yes. So that's going to be a very long pit stop. We have in fact got damage to our car as well as we accelerate forward out to lap 6. Lap 6, and we're still in 10th position, so just hold on to a championship point. But look at this. Esteban Ocon goes past in the Renault car. Let's see if we can outdrag him. Look, his DRS has now come on, as I was saying earlier, about the DRS zone. That's now come on for Ocon, and now Kvyat's gone past as well. And oh, bloody hell, Hookster goes for an audacious dive down the inside and takes off almost the complete wing off. He's fighting like crazy still with one of the Alpha Tauris, I do believe. Wowzers. Anyway, he holds on to 10th place against Daniel Kvyat in that Alpha Tauri. Cannot believe it, but yes, he holds on at the moment. Don't forget, of course, we got that 5-second penalty coming up very, very soon. I think we'll be coming for our pit stop, and I think we're going to come in now. Yeah, so we're coming for our stop. Now, if this is applied during the stop, which I think it is because the symbol is appearing above our stop time, that means we're going to come into the pits. The team mechanic's going to have to wait for 5 seconds, and then we'll be able to do our stop. So in we come. Yes, it is going to be applied now. You can see the symbol above, which says that we have got to take a 5-second penalty. So we come in for our stop. The lads, well, they almost go to, but they have to stop themselves. Well done, lads, well done. 5 seconds is gone. And oh no, they're changing the wing as well. I forgot to change that, not for them to get the... Oh, this is going to be horrendous. This is going to be a horrendous stop now. Look at this. 5 seconds for the wing change, a 5-second stop penalty as well. And now we're going to rejoin... it's just gone from bad to worse. Hookster said he hated this track, and now it's completely bitten him right in the arse. Right in the arsehole. Yes, it has. And he rejoins in 17th position on lap 7. Half distance of the race has been completed. But I seriously don't think he's got any chance now of getting into those World Championship points. So if we're on lap 10, still holding on to 17th place for Hookster. He's made no progress whatsoever. He's 10 seconds behind the car in front. In fact, Ocon's desperately trying to get past, but he manages to hold him off. So yes, it looks like it's going to be a nil point for the Hookster at Hanoi at Vietnam. He's not going to be too disappointed with that because he just absolutely hates this circuit. As we accelerate forward down to lap 14, the last lap of the race, Lewis Hamilton has crossed the line and won the race. And we are going to finish in a very, very disappointing 17th place. But we're not too bad about it because of course we had that 5-second penalty, and we had to have a wing change as well. So yeah, it's pretty inevitable that was going to happen. So we come round now, and as you can see, as we take the checkered flag, we finish in 17th place. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that was annoying, wasn't it? That joke never gets old. It never gets old. No. And driver of the day went to Kimi Räikkönen. Fantastic. Never saw him on circuit, but he gets driver of the day. Well done, Kimi. So there he is, everyone. Yes, it's the Terminator himself, Mr. Toto Wolff. Is your name Sarah Connor? No, it's Susan. Yes, sexy Susan they call. Anyway, there is the race winner. It's Lulu. Yes, Lulu. And there's Alex Gilliam, F1 YouTuber in the background. Old Lulu's not going to win many races in 2022, is he? Anyway, there's Daniel Ricciardo, the honey badger himself. 7th place in the Renault. Onto the podium now, and let's have a look. Yes, there they are. There's Lulu on the top step. There's Valtteri in 2nd place, and Maxi Boy Verstappen got 3rd. And now it's time to hold up the trophy for Lulu. Well done, Lulu. Well done indeedy. Mr. McGreedy as the champagne goes over everyone. Love it. Absolutely love it. Old Lulu loves getting wet, doesn't he? Yes, wet all over, all at once. He just loves it. Anyway, let's go to a replay and see exactly what happened to our teammate, George Russell, during that race. So here is George. He's behind one of the cars. I think it's one of the Huss cars. He's DRS. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. And he goes straight to the wall. I don't know what happened there. That's very unusual. Very unusual. Let's have another look at that and see what happened from sort of... Did he make contact with that Huss? I'm not quite sure, but look at that. The wheel was ripped off of George Russell's car. Let's have one more look from the cockpit view. As you can see, well, he tried for a move there, but didn't quite manage to pull it off. He makes a setting adjustment on his wheel, and then he loses it. So I don't know what that setting adjustment was, but it obviously upset the car in some way, and he completely loses it and smacks into the wall for George Russell, and he's out. Wow. So there you go then. Nothing for George, and nothing for us either. 17th position. In the standings now, we're in 9th place at the moment with 8 World Championship points. Lewis Hamilton's in the lead with 62 in, of course, our potato car. Okay, then it's time to move on to the next round of the championship. And that round is going to be China for the Chinese Grand Prix. Yes, the Chinese Grand Prix. But before that, we've got an invitational. I'd forgotten all about these. I didn't even know they still existed in F1 2020, but yes, they do. So off we go now in a gorgeous old car from the 70s. Yes, it's the RP6, the Red Bull, the gorgeous Red Bull from 2010. What a great car this was. It really was absolutely fantastic. And of course made Seb victorious in 2010. Yes, he won the championship, and 2011 and 2012 and 2013 as well. Yes, anyway, we have passed our challenge. We get 1,000 points of acclaim. Great, absolutely great. Anyway, practice has now been completed at China, and we got some more resource points to add to our collection so we can bolt some more parts onto our car. Okay then, let's start the qualifying. Anyway, I thought China was back for F1 2022, but it's not on the calendar, so I have no idea when it's back. But in the virtual world of the all seasons, we are here at the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's have a look and see what time the Hookster's going to put his across the line. And it's 2nd place at the moment, 2.4 seconds behind the leader. Pretty decent, that's to be said, in our potato car. As we accelerate forward now a little bit later qualifying, you can see that We've dropped down to 18th place, but we are ahead of our teammate George Russell, and we are actually up on our delta time slightly. So let's see if we can improve on 18th position. This should put us in about possibly 16th place as we're about to cross the line. Let's have a look and see where we end up. And we are going to be, yes, indeed, 16th place exactly. Well done to Hookster there. Absolutely great. As we accelerate forward now to the end of qualifying, you can see that actually it's over, and we're just going to see we've dropped down to 17th place, going very, very wide there. We're only slightly up, or we get a warning as well, but I think we might possibly be in 17th place. Oh, 16th position. There you go, 16th position for the race for the Hookster at China. So there you go then, and Valtteri Bottas got pole position. George Russell only got last place. Okay then, let's do this.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1, and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Alexander Albon, and Ricciardo, Perez, Gasly, Stroll, and Carlos Sainz. Norris, Grosjean, Charles Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty. The captain, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and George Russell. Ocon and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the all-seasons clear mode. And we say go, 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 and it's here we go from 14th in fact on the grid because other cars took some penalties as we're about to go around this very, very long right-hand turn at China. Look at them, they're forward press going around this turn. What is the Hookster going to do? Is he going to dive down the inside of collar? Oh, a little bit of contact there. There's some wing falling off. We've got a warning for collision with Norris, but we managed to sneak down the inside of all of them and get up into 7th position. It's another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and never surrenders. And don't you know, look at the bloody shitting bollocky hell there. Wowzers. He just came out of nowhere, tried for a dive, actually missed it, but managed to rejoin and still stay in 7th position. That is just the Hookster all over. But what a dive bomb there. I think he came from Crete with that dive bomb. He really, or somewhere in the Balearic Islands anyway, somewhere out there is where he started to dive from, and he did it without making any contact as well. But unfortunately he didn't make up any positions. Anyway, still in 7th place at the moment for the Hookster. As you can see, he's fighting now with the racing point of Sergio Perez directly behind him. But he's holding on quite valiantly, as you can see. And Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, is currently in 6th position in, of course, that Renault car. Yes, Renault car. We're still on the first lap, and already our tyres are at 22% wear. So we obviously started on worn tyres. So it won't be long before we're coming for a pit stop. Anyway, there you go, going down the very, very long straight at the Chinese circuit, braking really hard for that really tight right-hander, still holding on valiantly, as you can see, ahead of the racing point of Checo, as we're about to come round now and complete the first lap of this Grand Prix. Still in the points as we go into lap 2 now. Yes, lap 2. Okay, so here we are then. We've actually accelerated forward now to lap 3 of the race, and we're still holding on to 7th place. Still a little bit behind Daniel Ricciardo, 1.7 seconds, and we are ahead of Perez about half a second, so it's not doing too bad at the moment as we just come round the final turn now to start the next lap of this Grand Prix at China. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 4, just coming to the end of lap 4. In fact, we're going to come in for an early stop. We're going to try for the undercut and see if it works for us. Our tyres have worn out pretty quickly. Of course, we were on worn tyres anyway when we started. But let's see if we can get this undercut to work. We never seem to get the undercut to work, actually, for Hookster. He does complain viciously about that, but I don't know why it doesn't work for him, but it just doesn't seem to. But we'll see if it does or not as we come in now and change our tyres onto the harder tyres. Thank you, the medium yellow sidewall. Thank you, lads. And I think we're going to rejoin now in 16th position, I do believe. Yes, we do. 16th place for Hookster. So let's see if other cars come into the pits and we can get back into these World Championship points. It's been so around lap 5. So we're just coming past the pits now. Just looking at the mini-map. Yes, we have about a good 4 or 5 cars that have come in for their stop. So we may now get up into the points as we're about to cross the line. If we can get past these cars coming out of the pits, are we going to make it? Is a Ferrari coming out already in the lead? And yes, we do. So yes, we managed to make it up into 10th place. So we are back into the World Championship points, but have we lost out in the undercut there? Let's have a look as we accelerate forward now to lap 6. Just going past the pits, and we will see that I think 4 more cars, one's a McLaren, has come into the pits. So this should get us back up into possibly where we were before we come in for our pit stop, which was, of course, was 6th position. We go passing. Yes, we have. Yes, the undercut this time has worked out superbly for the Hookster, and he's ended up back in 6th position, which is the place he had sort of pretty much from about 2 or 3 laps into the Grand Prix. So if we're on lap 7, look at this. Charles Leclerc, Charlie Boy's got past under DRS, but the Hookster's going to brake very, very late. Look at that. Charles Leclerc has to lock up to avoid hitting us, and we managed to hold on to this 6th position now on lap 7 of the Grand Prix as we accelerate forward now to lap 9. As you can see, we're still under pressure from Charlie Boy Leclerc as he goes past us, but look at this, we sell in the dummy and manage to sneak down the inside and hold on to this 6th position now from Charles Leclerc, and we're still chasing Albon, but he's 15 seconds up the road. We accelerate forward down to lap 9. As you can see, we're still in 6th position. We've still got Charlie Boy. Oh no! Esteban Ocon is out of the session and the virtual safety car has been deployed. So we've got to slow down our pace. But it's okay, we can maintain our position in 6th place. So I don't know what's happened out on circuit. In fact, if you look at the mini-map, you can see 2 cars have gone out, but they're in separate positions. So they haven't made any contact with each other. They've just simultaneously exploded at the same time. That's unbelievable. Anyway, still on lap 9. As you can see, we've gone back to normal racing conditions, and Charlie Leclerc boy has tried to get past us once again, but we managed to hold on to this 6th position as we accelerate forward at lap 13. Yes, lap 13, just a lap and a half left of the race to go, and Pierre Gasly is now the car behind us. You can see that it's gone very, very overcast, so it may start raining in a minute, but it's not going to affect our race because we've only got 1 more lap to go. But look at this, what's he going to do with Gasly? No, Gasly has to brake hard as well to avoid contact with us. We managed to go around the final turn and still hold on to this 6th position. We do get a warning over collision with Gasly. I didn't see any collision there whatsoever, but the FIA are the FIA as we're about to now start the last lap of this Grand Prix at China. So there you go then, the race is almost over. In fact, the race is over because Valtteri Bottas has indeed won it as we go down the final straight now. It looks like we are going to get some really decent points here. 6th position for our championship campaign in our little potato Williams. Yes, it may be the last time we will be racing for Williams in the all seasons, in fact, because there may be another team that could overtake them in the next championship. Anyway, we cross the line in 6th position. Fantastic. There you go then. Well done to Hookster. He's got to be happy with that. He does like the Chinese circuit. And he also gets driver of the day. So he's going to be ecstatic now because he's not just driver of the day, everyone. He's driver of the century. And there, once again, is the Iron Man himself, Mr. Terminator, Toto Wolff, congratulating his team mechanics. Yes. And there is the grandstands, all the crowds cheering. And there is Valtteri Bottas, the race winner. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And there is Alex Gilliam. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. So onto the podium now. There is Valtteri Bottas on the top step this time. Lulu only in 2nd place. And Maxi Boise holds up the trophy. Yes. Yes, indeed. The champagne goes over everyone. Now we're going to go to a replay because you may not have seen at the bottom of the screen because it came up very, very quickly that George Russell once again didn't finish this race. Let's have a look and see what happened to George Russell, our teammate. So here he is. Everything looks so... Wait, is he slowing down? Is he slowing down? Oh no, that's it. Must be some kind of mechanical failure for George Russell. His car looks fine. There's no smoke out the back, but he's definitely pulling off the circuit. So yes, that is what happened to George Russell in that race. Oh my goodness. So there you go then, Valtteri won it. We got 6th position, more World Championship points, and there is George Russell who did not finish. So let's go to the standings and see where we are after 2 rounds of the championship. We are now gone up into 7th place with 16 World Championship points. Valtteri Bottas now in the lead with 85. Fantastic, and we're 5th in the Constructors. Well, that was exciting, I have to say. That was very, very exciting indeed. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, as always, there will, of course, be more later. Stay safe, everyone, and try to not worry about things happening in the world. Thank you, and good night.